Let me give you practical steps that will keep you off the list of real estate scammers in Nigeria. Now, first is never rely solely on family and friends. Now, this is the most common mistake that is the most painful. Many Nigerians abroad entrust relative or close friends to handle property transactions on their behalf. Now, while some agreements work, too often they end in disappointment. There are several reported cases where funds sent home were mismanaged or diverted, leaving buyers stranded with incomplete projects. Now, your action step is that you should always work with verified professionals, registered real estate surveyors, lawyers, and accredited developers, instead of relying solely on informal agreements. Even if your uncle is handling it, hire an independent lawyer to verify everything he does. Treat it as a business transaction, because it is. The second is always verify land titles and ownership. Fake or disputed land titles are rampant in Nigeria. Unscrupulous agents often sell lands they do not own or resell the same parcel to multiple buyers. In Nigeria and Abuja, land grabber syndicates, commonly called Omonile, in the southwest are notorious for this practice. Several reports have documented how entire families abroad were defrauded through forged documents. What action should you take? You must learn to engage a property lawyer to conduct a search at the land registry. This confirms the authenticity of the land titles and ensure that there are no encumbrances. Do not rely on the documents the seller shows you. Verify them independently. Number 3, do thorough due diligence on developers. Now, from abandoned housing estates to unapproved projects, many diaspora buyers fall victims to flashy marketing without verifying the developer's credentials. Report confirms that several projects collapsed midway, leaving investors stranded. Now, your action should be research the developer's track record. Visit past projects or hire someone to visit them. Now, check regulatory approvals, read reviews from other buyers before committing funds. Number 4, never pay in full without legal documentation. Some buyers rush to pay for property without insisting on the purchase agreement, deed of assignment, or even governor's consent. Now, this makes it difficult to prove ownership. If disputes arise in several cases, buyers lost property rights simply because they failed to secure proper documentation. Now, what should be your action? Never release full payment until all legal documents are signed, stamped, and registered. Tie your payment installments to specific milestones in your purchases. For instance, 10% after the title search, 20% after deed of assignment, and so on. The 5th is investigate location risks and infrastructure. Now, diaspora buyers sometimes purchase land or houses in undeveloped areas, expecting rapid appreciation. While land banking can be profitable, poor access road, lack of electricity, or proximity to flood-prone zones can turn investments into literal liabilities. Recent reports have documented how flooding in Lagos and other cities destroyed properties, but without adequate risk assessment. Your action should be you need to visit the site personally or hire an independent inspector. Consider environmental risks and check urban developmental plans before buying. Use the survey coordinates to check flood maps and satellite imagery. Number 6 is invest in real estate education first. If you know better, you will do better. Now, it is alarming to see how many people are willing to throw millions of dollars into purchasing properties and investing in assets without first investing in getting insight and education about the venture they are getting into. Any transaction that is gone into blindly without proper and adequate coaching will take a downward spiral, and loss is inevitable. Now, what should be your action plan? You must read books on real estate like the ones I've written, attend webinars on real estate, and follow reputable real estate educators like me, because knowledge is actually your shield. Number 7 is strengthen your due diligence process. Buyers and investors must exercise thorough due diligence throughout the entire real estate transaction process. Now, this includes verifying the credentials of real estate agents, conducting thorough inspections, reviewing legal documents with the assistance of legal professionals, and seeking independent appraisal from credible individuals. Your action is to create a checklist and do not skip a single step. Additionally, consider using an added layer of security by ensuring funds are held in a neutral escrow account until all contractual obligations are fulfilled. The number 8 strategy on how not to get scammed in Nigerian real estate is to use new technology and verified platforms. The good news is that technology is fighting back. The newly launched First Choice Property app is designed to protect Nigerians at home and in diaspora from losing their hard-earned money to dubious real estate and land speculators. Now, the platform enable potential investors to verify property status and identify safe investment opportunities while avoiding properties under dispute, confiscation by anti-corruption agencies, or lacking proper legal documentation. Platforms like Jotel Homes Limited are giving diaspora investors access to verified property listing, authentic developer profiles, and real-time market trends. Your action should be to use these verified platforms, cross-reference information, and do not rely on single source. The new federal government housing fraud portal, which is www.report.fmhud.gov.ng, is also your friend. Use it to check for complaints against any developer before you engage. Number 9, understand that ignorance and desperations are what scammers actually exploit. Now, ignorance and desperations of buyers and investors is the common denominator for all victims. People are lured into offers that are too good to be true, and they fall for them because they are told not to let the opportunity pass by, or they get scared that the price will increase. Your action should be to recognize that if an offer seems too good to be true, it almost certainly is. If someone is offering it at 50% below market rate, there's a reason. And that reason is usually that it does not exist or cannot be legally transferred. Number 10 is that you need to strengthen your regulatory awareness. Now, real estate fraud persists partly due to lack of enforceable regulations, inadequate oversight in the past, but things are changing. The EFCC is prosecuting cases, and the Federal Ministry of Housing now has a fraud portal. Your action is that you need to hold the professionals you hire accountable. Ask for their registration numbers, verify them with the regulatory bodies. If they are not registered, walk away. You want professionals who are on the grid, not operating in the shadows.